howdy, folks. Is VileMike here. And before we start talking about the boys, I have to ask you, Daniel, do you have any bread porn ready for us?
It's in the oven right now.
Oh,
right. I know you said you had to leave early. Are you going to stay long enough that you could just show us fresh from the oven?
The 20 minutes or so that it requires for the bread to come out of the oven.
Awesome. Thank you. I just wanted to make sure that was set up beforehand.
I'm putting the timer for 20 minutes on now. It should be done in about 20 minutes. I just pulled the lid off the tagine that I bake it in, because the first half hour or so you keep it covered because it allows it to stay moister so it rises more. Because I don't have a steam.
Excuse me.
So anyway, so I've just pulled the lid off, so it's now browning.
Okay, so I honestly know jack all about baking bread. The only bread I've ever cooked is banana bread.
Well, the reason the bread rises is because there's like the gluten strands. There's basically all the gumminess of the dough, right? Little air pockets get trapped in there because the yeasts like poop out gases and they make the air pockets. But then, of course, as you know, when you heat air, it expands, like it takes up more space. The molecules get further apart, and that's what creates all those holes. And then if there's strong enough gluten, the holes hold together, right? So that's why you get those air pockets in there. Like, that's how bread works.
I mean, I know the chemistry about it, but all the little specifics about when to brown, when to cover, when not, all that stuff is like,
well, usually what I do when I go to put it in the oven, I brush it with water because I don't have a spray bottle. Then I sprinkle some seeds on it because I like it with sesame seeds and flax seeds on it. And then I cover it, put it in the oven. It takes about maybe 25 minutes covered, which is just that first initial like heating of the dough and baking. And so it rises up extra because as soon as a crust forms on it, it can no longer expand, right? So if you keep that outer surface moist, it continues to expand for longer, which is how you get a nice risen loaf. And then you want it to like brown off after it's finished doing what it as soon as it's expanded as much as it can. So like you cover it to keep it like the surface
size matters
and continue to expand for longer.
Size matters not.
Is that
you want it to grow as big as it possibly can?
Exactly.
Before you lock in that big size, you just
full expansion. Yeah.
Now you're making
shape it too, right? So you can like kind of shape it as it's only burn certain parts and then let it expand out. You know what I mean? Kind of make like a ring if you wanted to.
Well, people do. They do like different like scorings on the surface of the bread.
Scoring. I guess that's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mrs. Vile's in the chat. Everybody say
yeah, it's not really poop. It's more of a fungus poop.
Yeah.
And it's not really poop. It's just sort of like farts. It's like fungus farts.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
all right. So
it's been baked. And everyone likes the taste of sourdough. Well, except people who don't, I suppose.
That would be cool if you could like bake it to a point where all the little farts are still stuck inside the bread, and you could do this trick like when you go and they set your drink on fire, where they do something and you see like all the little farts like blow up.
They don't fart methane though. They fart carbon dioxide, I believe.
Carbon dioxide, or sometimes
I'm aware.
Monoxide.
Yeah, totally.
Either one of those are flammable.
Yeah,
it was more of a joke, but yeah, totally.
It would be cool if you could set them on fire, but no, I don't believe they are a flammable form of fart.
Well, I do believe almost any form of bread you can just set on fire.
Well, yeah, you could just burn the loaf. Bread will burn.
Yeah, I've seen
bread
that.
Bread will burn all on its own. This is true. Believe me, I know. I burnt enough toast in my day.
I was going to say, we have a whole subcategory of burnt bread, and we just call it toast.
Yeah. But usually because I have a stupid toaster. It's like a toaster oven, but you actually have to flip the bread halfway through, so it doesn't toast both sides at once. And so like at least 3 times a week I forget.
That's good for sandwiches
to flip.
That's good for sandwiches. The outside should be toasty, the inside should be soft.
Have you guys ever seen a guy on Instagram that does roll for sandwiches? He does like a choose your own adventure sort of sandwich creation thing. Like he's got like different sets of dice, 20-sided, 6-sided, 30-sided, all
I haven't seen this.
dice. And he basically rolls the dice for like what kind of bread it's going to be, what the the meat's going to be, what the cheese is going to be, what the extras are going to be, what the sauce is going to be, like all the different stuff. It's pretty funny. I'll send you a link to it, Mike. And then he rates the sandwiches, kind of like random sandwiches that happen. So it's pretty fun.
Will say, the way you were describing that, my roommates have a toaster oven and they use it all the time. And my roommate, one of my roommates, is actually the daughter of a friend, and she just got out of rehab.
Right.
So one of the things she was making in the toaster oven, and she's like, "Oh, I'll make everyone one," and it was basically just a piece of bread with refried beans on top of it, and then a piece a pre-sliced cheddar cheese slice on top. And she did like a dozen of these things for everybody. And it was one of the worst things I've ever tasted because one, it was bland as all fuck. I mean, white bread, cheddar, not even sharp cheddar cheese, just like the lamest cheddar cheese, and refried beans with no spice, no nothing added to it. And the way you describe it, like it got toasty on the bottom, but because of the stuff she had on top, the top was soggy and mushy, and the whole mouthfeel was just off.
Right.
And she ate like 6 of those things. I'm like, how the hell are you eating those?
I sent you an Instagram link to the Roll for Sandwich guy.
Okay.
I don't know if the particular episode that I linked was good, but you can check out some of the other ones. He got cast into a nether region over the Christmas holidays. It was quite exciting. Like, I guess he wanted a break, so he like had like something mysterious happen, and he got like sent into an alternate dimension for like 3 weeks. It was really weird.
Oh, that was weird. Sorry, I just have something political on my feed. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's kind of odd.
Nope.
Gap's little segue. Taste it or season it to taste like the boys' TV show. So yeah, we'll use that as our segue. Gap. All right, LDG, are you there?
I don't see him.
Is it time? Hello?
All
It's
right.
howdy doody time.
Hear you.
Hello?
It's howdy doody time.
To make you molettes or moyettes. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Molletes?
Same principle, but Mexican and seasoned. That's her.
Oh, if you're using an Android phone, Mrs. Cardenas, you hold down the tab, it'll go to your accents. You can type in actual accentuations of letters like the E, the I, the A, the O. The vowels can have the accents or everything.
Hold on. Do you really think that her keyboard isn't set up for Spanish?
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got a French keyboard on mine. Like, I mean, all you have to do is tap on the letter and hold, and then it offers all the options for that letter.
Sometimes I had to switch my keyboard on my new phone to actually
switches to my Russian keyboard by accident, and then I get all confused.
No, I have to when I got my phone. I had to set up the action to actually do that. Otherwise, if I press the button, it'll just go to the same letter again and again and again. No accents or anything. I had to set that up on my keyboard.
All right, what's going on? Hello, someone said my name.
Okay, LDG. I think
I want to make sure you're ready to go in your diatribe against why the boys' season finale was bad, and then I might interrupt you to ask questions because I as soon as he said he didn't like it, I'm like, I know that means I'm going to enjoy it.
I will interrupt you, LDG. Go ahead and talk.
So go ahead.
What is there to say? They basically, it looks like they just closed all the doors real fast and didn't give us what we needed as far as any kind of send off or
explain. Closed doors really fast.
For God's sakes. I mean, just everything. The way they chopped everything off. We were completely wrong about frickin', excuse me, Water Boy and how they killed him. I was hoping to see a recovery arc or something. They just killed him.
The dude was a fucking asshole and prick in episode 1. He SA'd Starlight, come on. He's a fucking prick
He
from the
was
beginning.
such an idiot. He was such an idiot.
He
He
got what
didn't
he
realize
deserved.
that he should never. Well, no. If you look at the fight, and look at most parts of the fight were actually okay.
Sorry.
But if you look at the fight, like as soon as he realized he was out at the coast, why the hell was he keeping his back to the coast? Like that was just dumb. Like the way he died, she just knocked him into the ocean. Was stupid.
Well, if the thief was going to die, he has to die because he's doing something incredibly stupid. Because that's been his whole thing. He keeps making the wrong decision and backing the wrong horse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, then you got the whole ending scene. I mean, getting rid of freaking Soldier Boy, the episode prior was stupid too. So not seeing anything from him. I mean, I don't know what the hell.
Don't worry, Soldier Boy's gonna return in Avant Rising.
I don't know. Vought Rising might be canceled now after this
shithole
they just
did.
It's
not. It's not canceled.
We will see. We will see.
Okay,
but and then the ending with freaking the ending with freaking Homelander, right? Like, how is Homelander gonna die? Because he's like invincible now, right? And he basically sits there with like these ants holding him down when we literally watched him go into supersonic speed and kill Elon Musk.
Butcher and Ryan has the exact same strength as he does. Okay, you gotta remember that. Butcher beat up Ryan.
They're ants.
Butcher and Ryan have the same strength as he does. So he has two people holding him down, holding him back. Like Nico blast him. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Science Guy, do me a favor, Mr. Science Guy, do me a favor. What is the physics of somebody being able to jump instantly into super speed, come back 2 seconds later, and put somebody in outer space and come back? Right? If I'm holding you down, if 3 people or 2 people, whatever the fuck is holding somebody down, if they're not attached to the ground, do you really think he would not be able to just jump into space again?
Okay,
nothing was.
Look at my camera, LD. Hang on. Look at my camera, LDG. Look at my camera. He does this when he flies. He does this when he takes off. He couldn't do that. His arms are tied. He does this. Boom.
LDG, I'm going to go back. I got to ask you, do you remember season 1 where Homelander is trying to, they're, going with Queen Maeve and they're going to the airplane to try to prevent it from crashing? Do you remember that episode?
Mm-hmm.
What was Homelander's excuse for not trying to lift the plane while he was flying?
He didn't have an excuse. He just bullshitted his way out.
No, he said that he can't do that because he's not
whatever he
Superman.
said. Whatever he said didn't fucking matter. He didn't want to do it.
He
just lied.
He couldn't do it.
He could have saved him.
Because the physics didn't allow him to just lift off of nothing. Now, if you're being held down and you're prevented from getting that leverage, he can't do what he wants to do. Remember, he's not even more powerful because he got the V1 in the episodes prior. That all that did was prevent him from aging. His powers were
just like Bomb Sight and Soldier Boy.
He could have jumped up, dude. I'm sorry. He's stronger than both
V1,
those people.
The V1 prevented aging like Bomb Sight and Soldier Boy. Okay, they just didn't get old. They didn't get stronger or anything. Soldier Boy got the radiation because of his powers, not because of the V1.
I mean, even if that, like, we were promised scorched earth. Did we get scorched earth? Yes or no?
Yeah.
What? Where? What scene was scorched earth?
What was Homelander's plan?
Scorched earth.
No. What was his plan?
His plan was to scorch the earth.
No, his plan was to declare himself God. Yeah, kill all non-believers. That was his plan. You believe me or you die. That was his plan.
That's scorched earth. Yes.
And what was Butcher's plan?
Well, we found out he just wanted everybody dead. He wanted to release the virus.
Going to release the virus, which would have killed all soups. That was his scorched earth. At the end, it wasn't just about killing Homelander at that point. It was about killing every superhero.
Yeah, because he set himself walk and start all over again.
For somebody who talks about, do we need a ballroom and security this and security that? If you really snapped yourself out of it for a second and watched the last episode, if they redid the episode on how things would really be, you talk about physics, right? You really think no military would be in that last episode? No fucking bombs, no fucking humongous ass fight. Like the government
because
just bows
Homelander
down.
is God and he doesn't need anybody. That's why there's no Secret Service around him.
Yeah,
That's
and
why
you
there's no
think
military
Homelander
around him.
would trust the military at that point?
We watched him
He's
burn a
immortal.
hole.
He thinks he's immortal. He thinks he's God. He doesn't need anybody. Why would he need the military there?
We watched him burn a hole through his own arm with his own lasers. I mean, dude.
Answer my question, LDG. Homelander thinks
What?
he considers himself God, which he considers he doesn't need anybody. Why would he need the military there in the first place if he considers himself God and doesn't need anybody and immortal? So ask me, why does he need the military there?
Why is he needing the military?
No, why does he need the military there? There was not even needed in the White House fight.
Who says that he needed? What does that matter?
You did.
Doesn't
You
matter.
did. You said there's no military. It's not realistic. Yeah. You're the one that brought it up, man. That's why I'm asking the question.
As soon as he killed the president,
why does
that should have been a flip point. As soon as he killed the president, I'm okay up until the point he killed the president. Like the show was good enough where they kept it where he hasn't really crossed the line, whatever, yada yada. Okay, disbelief, etc. But once he killed the president, crushed his head, like that was it. Like that should have been the military turns. That should have been the moment.
Well,
like,
no, hold on, LDG.
you either freaking
when that one guy was made president, one of the things he agreed on early on was to replace every person in the government with someone who was loyal to Homelander as much as possible.
And basically, they're suits. Yeah, they have superpowers.
That meant that they were loyal to Homelander, not to the president. So when he killed the president, they were like, well, we still have the vice president. She'll be president now. And not only that, she can read our fucking minds. So we're going to stay away, but we'll still support Homelander because otherwise he'll kill us, which exactly was his plan.
I mean, that's fine. Even if you say all that, and I'm fine with that too. Like he could have gotten out of that fight. That last fight was bullshit. It was absolute bullshit.
I just wish the fight would have lasted a little bit longer.
It wasn't intense. They tried to make it look intense, but it wasn't intense. They came out of nowhere. They came in. He could, like, the second he saw that chick, he should have jumped through the fucking ceiling. The second and laser beamed her fucking off the
He didn't know that Maeve had that power. He did not even know that Maeve had that power, dude.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Rewatch. You're wrong. You're wrong about that. You're wrong about that.
LDG.
He did.
Remember, he had just said, I am God, and he's still on camera. Do you think he wants to be able to be like, oh, I'm God, and I'm immediately going to run away? He doesn't run away until he realizes how trapped he is when both Butcher and Ryan attack him.
Dude, the second she came in that scene where he's seen her and he knows who she is, that moment right there, after they came in, once he saw her, he should have freaking bounced out of that fucking small ass room immediately.
No, because you are wrong, LDG. LDG, shut up for a second. You are wrong because, like Mike said, he's on live television. He just declared himself God. Care. She walks in and he flies away. He's like, oh, I'm God. Now I'm scared of everybody. Bye. No, that wasn't until he gets his character.
You're talking about manners when he literally flipped on the very TV show you're talking about.
If you were Homelander and you said you were God, you are almighty, immortal, all this and this, and all of a sudden she walks in and like, oh shit, I'm scared now. Bye, people, and flies away. There goes your fucking followers. He's not going to do that.
No, it's strategic moving, dude. Come on, you got to think like Trump. It's not retreat. It's just strategic.
No, anybody who sees somebody's like, okay, he's now God, and he runs away scared.
I said, or
God
earlier,
runs away scared. Hold on, he's not going to run away scared.
Open his eyes and blast her off the freaking planet. But what happened ever since he got?
You blast Maeve, she's still going to get up. Okay, she's not going to kill.
We saw a huge blast come out of his face when he got the V1. Yet during that last episode, I've seen better laser beams on Star Trek TOS. Okay, longer ones and better ones. Okay, like he literally only used his eyes like a couple times for like 1 second. That's bullshit.
I don't understand the issue.
So as soon as I would have saw her or anybody else, I'm sure would have saw her come in that room, you would have laser blasted her to freaking hell. Okay,
and
the second you saw her.
That because all three of them are super powered at this point, all of them can withstand his laser beams to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Again,
trying to say that,
it
dude.
would kill her. It would most likely disable her for a while to take the fight elsewhere.
And yeah, you're saying that
this isn't Mortal Kombat, dude. You're not stuck on a single board, okay? The entire planet is your board.
LDG, again, you're saying this is what you would do. You were, but you are not Homelander.
I'm everybody.
Yeah,
but I'm everybody. You got to remember who I'm talking
literally, without his powers, he is completely useless. He's never taken a combat. Hold on. He's never taken a combat class. He doesn't know how to fight without powers. He doesn't know how to utilize physics. He doesn't know how to utilize his own freaking powers other than the fact that he has them, and he just knows he can kill people around him and most people can't harm him. He is pathetic. That was the point.
Yeah, so he definitely would have jumped it out of that room. That's what I'm talking about. Fits his psyche perfectly. He would have gotten the hell out of it.
It does not fit his psychological profile perfectly because he is God, he is immortal, and he runs away scared of somebody in front of the public.
How many times?
No, he's not going to do that.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude, you don't understand it. The guy declares himself God and immortal, and he's scared of and runs away.
Hey,
that's not going to be good for his image.
I'll put you up against your own enemy.
LDG, have you ever been in a fight?
Rewatch the last fight, and if you can honestly tell me from the beginning of that fight to the end of that fight, at any given time, you wouldn't have done something different that would have worked out better, then come back to me and talk.
LDG, have you ever been in a fight, like an actual fight?
Really? You're asking me that?
Yes.
I've been in plenty. Yes, thank you. I am a nerd. Okay. I've got my share of freaking fights. What's up?
When you have that type of person who's so full of bluster that, I'm going to kick your ass, and they're, creeping up on you. They're, they're getting close to you. They're telling you how much they're going to kick your ass. I have had people shorter, smaller, skinnier than me, so secure in their own ability to kick my ass that they will not back down until that first hit.
I believe the term is buying your own bullshit.
Yeah. He was absolutely buying his own bullshit. Thank you for that line, Dandelion. That worked perfectly. He was not going to run away because he thought he was God until he finally realizes, I'm actually going to get my ass handed to me.
I appreciate how you're making this sound like a book reading, right? But that's not the way the real world works, okay? When you're a god, the second you see somebody you want dead, just like he killed Elon, that person should have been dead immediately. The second freaking what's his name showed his face, speed.
Elon wanted me to not hold a threat. May did.
You don't even let a person come up in front of you. You just
the rich guy did not hold a threat. The superpowers did hold a threat against him. Okay. All right. The billionaire, no problem. Mortal, toy thing, boom, space. Oh shit! It's another suit.
They made it look like a round one fight bullshit. I was watching a Street Fighter fight, not a Mortal Kombat fight, not a fucking actual god fighting with powers. Superman, freaking no, that's bullshit, dude.
You're talking about a character that has no tactical fighting skill whatsoever.
He beat the speed guy. He freaking went on his level and was at his speed level.
No, they were not fighting. He was punching. They were not fighting. He was punching. That was it. He spat around in front of him.
He was chasing him, dude. He was chasing him, bro.
A-Train. Hold on. How did he beat A-Train? Yes. How did he beat him?
He fought. He kept up with him. Okay, that's the only way to beat A-Train is to keep up with him. Do you not understand how like that specifically is enough? Everything. You chased him, he followed him. He tried to hit him, he dodged him. He freaking was able to actually like operate at his time space.
The only way Homelander was able to win that fight was by literally beam spamming.
No,
he wasn't. No, he wasn't doing targeted.
He was flying and he uses laser beams at a wide angle and he hit A-Train. Okay, that's how A-Train got on the ground.
Okay, do me a favor. Next time you watch a show, try it with your eyes open. He was
flying through the trees, using his laser beams, cutting everything in its path, and he happened to hit A-Train. A-Train fell on the ground, then Homelander stopped and killed him. Okay, that's the only way he did it. Watch it. He's not aiming at A-Train. He's aiming everywhere.
Are you done? Yeah. Are you done? Are you done?
That's like
He was traveling at a train speed. Follow a train. If you're standing still,
He was not aiming at A train. He was aiming. He was
so fast. He's already
wildly.
gone out of his vision, dude.
He shot
Okay,
wildly, not at A
He's
train.
fucking Flash.
Oh, well, hold on. Everybody, be quiet. We have bread porn.
Bread porn.
So you can see in here the little strands where you can see how the dough expanded. Or the loaf down the middle, right? And when it went in, this was just a narrow gash, and it just like whoop expands right open. But if you keep it moist when you first put it in, then it expands more because it maintains its pliableness. Here, I'll give it a crunch.
Oh.
There you go. Oh my god, it keeps getting on my.
You can make an OnlyFans account with just doing this every week.
Oh, I need a cigarette now.
Only
LDG, look at this.
What?
This is going to represent. Okay, this is going to represent Homelander. Okay, this is going to represent A Train. When A Train is running, you see Homelander fire every single fucking where. He's not directly at him. He's firing everywhere he managed to hit A Train on the ground. That's when he got analyzed him. Okay, he didn't aim at A Train. He aimed wild. He aimed wildly. If A Train is here, Homelander knows to aim here before he even runs. No, he was aiming wildly, man. All
right, Eli, try to make your point.
Okay,
I did make my point. He doesn't know how to fucking fight.
Without the emphasis, like lose the emphasis for a second.
I was trying to show you a puppet show, okay, so you can understand
it. Bring it back down to earth, Mr. Sci-Fi. Listen, okay.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Dandyland's comment. That wins the internet today.
We know A Train knows he's fast, so he's gonna most likely zig and zag. And we have to watch this frame by frame again. Right. But of course he's gonna be all over the place, and it's gonna look like he's just blindly doing I beams. But you know
damn well A Train was running straight. And watch, AJ was running straight, not zigging and zagging.
Hey, thank you, Mister. Let me finish a point, okay?
I told you I was interrupting you.
If you know you got laser beams coming out of your eyes, you know that you need to target your eyes looking at what you're fucking trying to hit, not randomly out of nowhere. And he's got you're not realizing
A Train is running a straight line, okay? Homelander's doing this while A Train is running a straight line. He's not zigzagging. We watch the scene.
He can see through the forest.
I'm gonna head out.
Puppet show.
All right, I've done my bread. I'll see you guys.
All right, Lion. Take care.
I gotta go.
Thanks for the bread porn.
Look forward to seeing you tonight.
Problem.
For another Star Wars night.
Yeah, sorry, I missed the last couple of weeks of bread porn. It just didn't time out correctly. So I actually should have been done about half an hour ago, but I forgot to put the tagine in the oven when I turned the oven on. So I had to stick that in for another half hour to heat up because you put the baking pan in the oven to heat up with the oven. So everything is all hot to start with. So it's a whole thing.
Yeah, it's easier to pop the air bubbles out when you tap. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. All right. Okay, guys. I will see you guys later tonight, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.
Later. Okay. LDG, this little puppet show is stopping me from smoking my weed, man. Come on.
Stop for a moment. You can't interrupt me 24/7. You got to let me talk, man.
Because, I'm going to go up based on what
it's customary. It's customary to allow the person who's right to actually say something.
That's why I did.
I'm going to do the same thing Elihu is doing, and I want you to. I'm going to see if you get this, LDG. Okay.
What?
When you're talking about the A Train fight with Homelander.
Yes.
Same thing. We're going to use Voltron for a Homelander, and we're going to use Weird Al as a My Little Pony as A Train. A Train doesn't have the super strength. So when he's running through that forest, he's having to manually dodge all the trees, bushes, and anything that will impede him. Where if you watch Homelander, because he's got super strength, he is just plowing through all the trees. He's basically going in that straight line as much as possible. And then he's using his little I-beams, and he's still missing. It's because of him having to take a circuitous route and having to dodge the I-beams. That's why Homelander was able to keep up. If it was just between...
No, it was because he tripped over a fucking stoop, dude. The reason why he got caught is because he tripped at the end.
No, he avoided hitting that woman, okay? He avoided touching that woman. He was being a hero.
Why? Shut up.
Yes.
one of those errant I-beams hit A-Train in the leg. That's why he was finally had to stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not that he tripped. Now,
you still have to be going at his level.
When A-Train avoided killing that woman like he did Robin in the very first episode, he slowed down enough for Homelander to hit him, and that's when he went on the ground, okay? A-Train was being a hero. He could have ran through that woman. He could have ran through the woman like Robin, but he didn't. He was being a hero and avoiding her, okay?
Yes, I understand why he stopped that. That's totally fine. But he should have realized that them two are most likely dead because the person coming behind him is just going to fucking go right through those two.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it didn't really matter if
he was thinking about that person. Yeah, he was thinking about that person. It's like, oh no, not another Robin. Like he was trying to avoid her on purpose. You saw his expression. It's like, okay, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just trying to get away. He was being a hero about that. Okay, he was not thinking about Homelander killing her, running through her after that.
Did he stop? Like, you don't even have to stop. You just go around them. So the fuck what? Like,
dude,
seriously,
that's what he did.
To use your powers, like, you understand how superpowers work. Like, literally, like he would. The second he left, he was already like a mile away. I mean, that's how fast he is, right? So he's like super, super fast. So you can't tell me that his super speed wasn't a point. It wasn't just lasers. It was the fact that he's fucking that powerful.
A-Train could not go through a tree. He can go through a person easily, but he did not. He avoided her, okay?
If he's that powerful, then the final fight doesn't make any sense. It was literally a bullshit, amateur written, amateur shot. Like when the special effects are the best thing of an episode, that makes for a bad fucking story. That makes for a bad fucking show. Okay.
You not hear what I said. A-Train does not have super strength. He cannot go through a tree. He can go through a person easily. That's why he went through Robin easily. He avoided this woman, okay? He did not care about Homelander going through her. He did not want to go through her. It shouldn't have even gotten to that. It shouldn't even gotten to that. That made no sense whatsoever. He was a hero. He did not want to go through her. Look at the expression on his face, like, oh shit, no, okay, I'm avoiding you. I'm avoiding you. He didn't even care about Homelander behind him at that time. He just wanted to make sure that person did not get run through.
And just keep running and don't stop. Yeah, that makes no sense.
He was protecting the innocent over his own life. Okay, he could have ran through her and just kept on going. No,
you don't do that. Forgetting about what you're doing in the first place when you have a god chasing you with laser beams.
He was a hero. He was not thinking about his own existence. He was protecting the innocent. She was innocent in his way. She was protecting him.
Let's go back to the finale specifically. Why do you how do you think you would have ended it while still, as I said, I read the comics. I knew that the final battle happens at the White House. So that's one of the things I had predicted was going to happen. How would you have tried to write it so that Homelander gets defeated? Because of course he's going to get defeated at the end.
Oh, I would have had a much better idea. I mean, just off the top of my head, I would have had a better idea of him having a big fight with the government and just, scorching earth everything and where everything looks destroyed and all Terminator 2 Skynet future. Then, you have that final battle, and I would have it where people didn't see, like I mentioned last week, Kimiko was turned around when she was doing her radiation therapy. So I would have said, oh, maybe we'd have it so like she wasn't facing the radiation. So the blast doesn't come from her chest. It comes from her back. But nobody knows that, but wouldn't test it out yet. I would have them try to test it out. I know they tested it out. So they knew when that stupid girl, smart girl got stupid again, but you could have made it where she couldn't, she tried, but she couldn't do it. But then it took the final battle where she literally had the moment where she could do the blast, but found out the blast came out from her back. And I'd work that into the story where he was so dominating the fight that she was trying to blast him and he fell for it, grabbed her, made her face the boys, and then and then it come out her back and hit him instead.
Why would it come out her back? Soldier Boy's come out his front.
Because when she was trying, because when they were radiating her, she was not facing the radiation.
Neither was Soldier Boy. So why would it come out of her back?
Wait, do we know that though? That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like I would have made it where Soldier Boy would have been.
LDG, during the scene where we actually do see Soldier Boy getting irradiated, technically the radiation source was on his right side.
See, that would have been something I would have That would have been something I would have done. I would have made it where he's tied up. If you're listening, you asked me what I would do, right? So what I would have done is I would have shown Soldier Boy tied up, on a wall and the radiation beam hitting his chest. And then when she got it, I would have had her facing like she did, facing what's his name, boyfriend, whatnot, and having the radiation hit her back. It would have been a nice little subtle thing. And then when the moment came for her to blow up, the fact that it was in the opposite direction is what saves the day. And everybody goes, oh, shit, that's right. Oh, yeah, she got radiated in the back.
Well, I know that Kripke was trying to make sure there was a few changes to the original comic where instead of everyone dying except for Huey and Starlighter at the end, MM and Kimiko get and Ryan, because he's a show-only creation, all have a happy ending. Now,
you did have that one chick too.
I would have made LDG is similar to what you're talking about. But basically, it would have been Homelander is beating everybody because Ryan is potentially more powerful than him, but not still young. Butcher, his powers are different than they were in the comic book. He's got the little tentacle things, which is weird. He's basically got superpowered cancer. So I would have had it so that, they were trying to hold him back. They were still losing a little bit just because of, the amount of powers that Homelander actually has. And I would have had Kimiko have her heroic sacrifice, have that scene with, the memory of Frenchie, and where she basically explodes and takes everyone's powers away at that moment. Instead of Ryan and Butcher holding him down and Kimiko letting it go, and that way Butcher, Ryan, and Homelander all lose their powers at once.
What made no sense is you had one soup that could have done that would make me believe that they can hold Highlander in a particular spot, and that was the blood chick from Gen V, which I'm surprised she wasn't in the final fight.
It was always going to be Butcher and Homelander, dude, from episode 1.
She's the only one who can control the blood to make sure he doesn't move. Now, of course, he would fight it, and you'd be like, oh, you got to hurry up and do it. But she would have been like the perfect one, because I don't believe them two hugging this guy would have stopped him from just leaping up into the air into space.
LG, I have a question for you. What if they reveal in a future episode that's exactly what she did?
If they do that,
because remember, the only other person with her power was what's her name?
What's her name's mom? The one that's dead.
Yeah, the one that Homelander ripped in half, or Butcher ripped in half.
Butcher ripped in half.
Yeah. The former vice president, or the former potential vice president, the senator. God, I can't remember her name right now. But what I'm getting at is there was multiple times where she was able to use her powers from a great distance. So it's entirely possible that because this whole thing was being shown on TV, that, she did actually help hold him down.
That would be something, but
now,
still,
if at the time of the show, all we need to see is Homelander get defeated. We know that's what's going to happen. Now, granted, in the comic book, it was actually Black Noir where all this stuff happened to, not Homelander, but that's a whole different story I'm not going to go into, because unless you've read the comic books, you don't understand why it was actually Black Noir and not Homelander. But it ended almost exactly the way I expected it to, minus the Deep having a last minute heroic conversion, which, the fact that they didn't do that is kind of cool, because that is a trope. Plus they already did it with Maeve. They did it with A-Train. They don't need to do it with every member of the Seven. So the fact that the Deep remained his little sycophantic little self was probably a good choice. We knew that Homelander had to die. We knew, if you read the comic book, you knew it. As soon as you saw the crowbar and you read the comic book, you're like, oh, you're actually going to do it?
Do it, yes.
No friggin' way. I'm like, are they really going to do that scene from the comic book where, Butcher rips his head open with the crowbar? And yes, they did. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Because that was so fucking dark.
One why Gap was laughing is because I had to approve his comments.
So, as someone who read the comic books, I was pleasantly pleased with how it ended. I like how they did it without having Butcher having to go back and kill his own team. The epilogue. Because I know in the comic book they were trying to show how crazy Butcher actually was the entire time. But I honestly think that, Butcher knew that he had to keep going. And there was, after losing his dog, after losing Ryan, he had nothing left to live for.
The dog got him over the line. Because as soon as he saw the dog, he went for the vial.
So I honestly think that
the dog did die in real life last year.
That Butcher really wasn't going to do it. He just needed Huey to think so, because Butcher he wanted to die on his own terms. And I don't think Butcher is the type to actually just commit suicide. He needed someone to end him, and in a way where the person ending him had to be someone he trusted to do the job. And at that point, he trusted Huey to do it. So, I definitely liked the ending. I like the ending.
I just wish the fight would have been longer between Homelander and the Oval Office, and then just destroyed the office. That was it. I would have expected more damage in the White House. The only part I'm disappointed about that fight.
To be honest, I kind of agree with you.
Yeah, instead of just the office, more of the White House destruction. Come on, because the promotional poster they showed, it looks like the White House is almost destroyed. Hey, the East Wing's demolished. He's built his own ballroom or what? Because I thought it was going to destroy the White House, but no, just a room. You have four powerful troops in a room, and they only destroy a room. That was a little disappointing for me. I wanted to see more destruction of the White House, because they're trying to. If companies trying to make it parallel this world, destruction of the White House and rebuilding with construction. Come on, not building ballroom, but doing construction on the White House. That would have been kind of funny with a little close-up recap when Singer became president again. But I don't understand how he became president. They should have explained how Singer became president, because he was impeached. Like that, I didn't understand that part. I'm glad to see Bobby back, but I didn't understand how he became president again.
I would imagine it was. I don't know. It doesn't need to make sense. It's putting a bow on things. Because remember, he was Singer as the president, or the character. He was kind of an amalgamation of both. I mean, he was portrayed as a Democrat in the show, but he had a lot of left or right wing ideas and methodologies.
Yeah,
it's kind of like both parties. And I think that's one of the reasons they had to do it that way. A Democrat who talks like a Republican.
Oh, like Fetterman.
But I don't think it matters. I think it's funny that Ashley gets impeached right after, they literally say, I did nothing wrong. And then and she's been impeached.
3 hours later.
I do like, and of course they had to have her. We were talking about the Deep having his last minute conversion, which didn't happen, but Ashley gets that moment.
Oh yeah, turn right. Thank you. You're talking to me again. Like, yeah, she finally decided to do the right thing for once.
Yeah, sorry, Gap. I do that to clarify my thoughts before I actually say it because I want to make sure I'm saying things correctly.
Yeah, I would be drunk within 10 minutes, dude. Come on, I'm not a drinker. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
if you
considered a
just drink
lightweight.
coffee every time I say it, you'll just be heavily caffeinated at the end.
Yeah, when it comes to alcohol, I'm considered a light drinker when it's hard alcohol. Yeah, I can get a couple shots and that's it for me. No more. Beers, yeah, depending on the beers. A Guinness, 2. That's my max. I'm done with Guinness. No. Bud Light, give me 5, 6 of them. Yeah, Guinness is a real beer, by the way.
Recently, a certain friend of mine finally realized. Sorry for saying again. Sorry, Gap. How much of a lightweight they were compared to me, because I told them when I start drinking, like if I'm drinking to actually get drunk, I start with a triple shot followed by another triple shot.
Yeah, if I want to get drunk, I'll start with a shot of a hard alcohol, depending on my mood. It can be whiskey, it can be rum, or a nice brandy, but that's it. But
so when I
I'll buy it. Sorry, hang on a second. In case you're unaware, Chris has a headache. He was wondering if anybody's going to be available if he postpones the wrap up to tomorrow night.
I could still do it tomorrow night.
I'll let him know.
I might change up my schedule a little bit, but I can possibly do that.
I put Vike, not Mike. Sheesh, I can't even spell right. I put Vike. Okay.
What's going on?
So Dandelion, if you're still listening, I can let Chris know right now. Why did you retract that message? Dude, I didn't get a chance to think before I hit retract. Come on. Stop deleting messages, Gap. So Dandelion, let me know if you're still listening, if you can make it tomorrow night or not. Sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No, it was you that was screwing me up because you're sending me messages. Vicar?
Yeah,
Vicar said yes, and so can I. Vicar?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not a priest, okay? I mistyped it. Corrected Mike to Vicar. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know why I did that.
That is just weird.
You're not a priest. I don't know why I did that or how I did that.
All right. Any other problems that you had, LDG, with the series finale?
No, I just think it was very disrespectful and very cut off. And
disrespectful.
Seems like I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
it's to us. It's to us. First of all, it's the last season.
I enjoyed it.
I got a feeling that the reason why they got canceled is because after the first season, they were just doing worse and worse and worse and worse.
No, they weren't doing worse.
They did a spin-off that did better than them.
3 seasons, 4 seasons, 5 seasons. How do they do worse and worse and worse? They got 5 seasons.
Canceled. They got butt hurt, and they just wanted to close everything down as fast as possible, as cheap as possible.
Do you know why Gen V got the season canceled?
Ghost had a season finale. Season finale this week. It was.
Do you know why Gen V?
And it had.
Do you know why Gen V got canceled?
Ending. Why?
Production cost.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It wasn't because of viewers. It was production cost, dude. It wasn't because of viewership. They were doing very, very good. Production cost. Cookie said, "Okay, the story is concluded. They can be incorporated into other episodes." He conceded to that.
Hold on. Remember, this is a streaming show, so ratings don't necessarily equate as easily. But I'm gonna read you the Rotten Tomatoes scores for The Boys. Season 1, 85%. Season 2, 97. Season 3, 98. Season 4, 92. Season 5, 92. So on that alone, what your little thing about it doing worse and worse each year, no, you're wrong. Apparently it did better and better with a slight dip for seasons 4 and 5. But even then, seasons 4 and 5 were still better received than season 1.
It went from
it wasn't better received. It It was just sold off its own hype, and unfortunately that can happen, and you can call that profit if you want, but
Just like Street
if you
Fighter 2
piss
was
off
off its own hype.
if you piss off your viewership after they paid and saw your movie and show or whatever, then that's a negative, not a positive.
Okay, you say
People
pissed off
like
the viewership.
me,
Right now, we have
most
3
random
viewers
people
and
I
I
met,
disagree with you.
the poll I took with random people that I met literally said that they're only watching The Boys in hope it was better. In hope of that you know, this season is better. They're going to come back. Everybody I talked to, all of them said the same thing. Are you watching?
Why are the reviews all positive? Why are the reviews positive, dude, and not negative?
Because you trust what you see on the internet, my young Daniel son.
That's what you're doing. That is exactly what you're doing, LDG. That is exactly what you're doing, dude.
Okay.
You're trusting what you see, then.
You're looking at
anecdotal mirror argument.
Yeah, you just said exactly what you're doing, man. You're trusting what you see on the internet, LDG.
We'll see what the people say in the comments of this video then. So if you're with me, you're down below. If you're with them, you're down below. Okay. I said my piece.
You can't have double standards, man. You can't tell me to
Everybody has double standards. What are you talking about? There's nobody who doesn't have double standards. You can't talk all moral and like we're still cavemen, dude. We're not even like a true civilization yet. Everyone freaking sins.
Well, I didn't find it disrespectful. In fact, I found it more respectful because I've read the comics.
I still think it was sloppy, dude. It seems amateur, and you know. I mean, I got a degree in media production, so I know where I'm coming from a little bit. But it just seemed very dry, very cutthroat.
As a fan of the show and the comics, the fact that they were able to write the ending from the comics in such a way, despite the fact that they made a lot of changes to a lot of characters throughout the course of the show, I appreciated that and I enjoyed it.
I appreciated the Frenchie's final line in the comics was mirrored in the show. I'm like, thank you for keeping that intact, man. I'm like, yeah, you had that Frenchie's go out like you did in the comic, and Crippy kept it that way.
They teased through the entire show that he was like, you know, I'm either going to play or I'm going to snap, right? Highlander. This was the moment to show the growth, if it's the last episode, to show him growing and take the God role instead of cowering in fear like he did.
But that's not who he really was.
Direction.
The entire show
you want to see growth.
You had
want to see growth in your characters.
Saying in reality how pathetic he was.
Coward and growth, LD. Hang on a second. Coward and growth. He was a coward, but yet you said he should have attacked her when she walked in, but he didn't, and that's not being cowardly. He was only a coward when he lost his abilities. Okay, he still thinks he's immortal, God, and all this shit. As soon as he lost his abilities, then he became cowardly. He's like, sucking your dick, eat shit on live TV. He was a fucking coward because he had no abilities. He knew that, man.
He was a coward is what I was talking about, dude. Not his actions. Those can be faked. He was faking his actions. He was still a coward on the inside. He did not take control and responsibility and accountability for being a god. He was a pussy, and that's why he got killed and lost that battle. He never should have lost that battle. That's bullshit.
Again, I don't understand why you keep thinking he shouldn't have lost that battle.
Well, make me a god and I'll show you.
But you're not Homelander.
Doesn't matter.
You didn't have the rate. You didn't have the psychological damage as a child.
You have more experience and intelligence regarding certain things than he does.
I'm willing to let that dog hit the wind, and everybody who believes it, doesn't believe it, understands it, whatever. There it is. It's out there for you.
Dude, before he became immortal, he freaked out and got pissed off when somebody called him John, okay? That's how immature he is.
Yeah, so I'm saying I would have liked
to like Mike said, you have the exact same background. Hang on. Mike said, you grow up the exact same background as he did, and you tell me if you're going to be a fucking coward or not. You're going to be the exact same way as him.
Baby trying to fight. Okay, we saw a baby fighting. That's all we saw. We didn't see an actual superhero.
he never was an actual superhero. Everything about him, other than his powers, was fake.
Good. You can be an evil. You can be an evil superhero.
As he was told earlier in season 1, or was it season 2? I'm sorry. You are simply bad product.
Yeah. When he visited his bunker, season 2.
No, I'm talking about when he took over Vought.
If you're happy with what they gave you, if you think that effort in that story and that production is good for you, then that's fine. But you want my opinion? I think it's bullshit, and they cut corners.
I don't think so, because every tactical move that you could argue that Homelander made wasn't a tactical move. It was threatening somebody in order to make them comply. Every single instance of it.
That's why Allfather was trying to convince him. I can convert these people who didn't believe, but Homelander said, nope. They don't believe.
More about the immediate gratification, and everything has to be done right away on a whim, because he doesn't think about how things are actually going to look.
That's part of Allpower's ability, is to persuasion. He can persuade people. Homelander's like, no, they don't believe me. Don't want them in my life. Don't want them around. This is Homelander, man. Allfather could have persuaded with his abilities, but Homelander said no. Why? Because they did not immediately comply to him as God.
So yeah, I personally enjoyed the series finale of The Boys. I liked how it paid homage to the comics. I liked the Homelander and Annie ending. I'm sorry, Huey and Annie ending. Despite she goes to fight the good fight while still pregnant, and I kind of loved that. Especially even like, I'm not changing my shoes. That was funny as hell.
And she did not change her outfit. She was Annie herself.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, she's no longer Starfire. She's Annie.
So, whatever sequel series, I thought Vault Rising is going to be a prequel.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be a prequel.
It's with Bomb Sight, Soldier Boy, Private Angel, and Torpedo.
Okay, so if we have any sequel stuff, I don't know. I haven't read any of the comic books afterwards to see if there is, what happens after Butcher dies. I think there's been a couple of one-shots and stuff, but I'm not terribly familiar with it. Because to be completely honest, when I read the comic books, I read them as and I'm going to keep saying just to keep Gap from getting sober. What are they called when they put a bunch of comic books in a hardcover format? I can't remember what it's called offhand.
A book?
Yeah, that's how I read. I didn't read the individual comics. I read the
novelization.
I'm doing it on purpose.
The novelization.
Compendium.
No, wait, that's the story. I don't feel like we're going to. I'm eating a cookie right now. Sorry, I got munchies. Right now. Chocolate.
No, I just got coffee. Yeah, well, graphic novel is good as a term to use. I don't know if that actually qualifies because it's a bunch of comics put together in a single thing.
Anthology? It's not anthology, is it? Fuck it. Hang on.
All right. Now that we've been talking about The Boys.
Wait, hang on a second. Let me do this. Let me do this. What do you call a whole bunch of comics books collided into one gigantic book? What's that official terminology called?
Anthology.
That's called an omnibus. It's like a big collection of a whole bunch of comic issues all gathered together.
Thank you.
Omnibus.
Thank you. I'm like, fuck it. There it is.
All right. So that's how I was reading them. And I will thank the San Diego Public Library and San Diego County Public Library systems for having those, because that's how I was able to get them. But now that we've been going for an hour, and I only plan on going till 10 o'clock, have either of you guys seen the movie Weapons, the horror movie?
No.
No.
I'm not into horror genre, dude.
Good.
Well, I watched it and I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. It's kind of a Rashomon style movie where it jumps between different characters' perspectives over the course of the movie. And the symbology is very strong, even though the director apparently didn't plan on it.
Coolidge.
When I saw the movie, a lot of the symbology of it was the Sandy Hook shooting. All right, what did you think, Gap, since you actually saw it? Because, you know, the whole idea of, you know, a bunch of children just disappearing overnight, the police being completely incompetent.
What are they?
Okay, I just looked at the trailer real quick. Yeah, okay, that's like it's another horror movie.
Yeah, horror's not really my genre, so I'm like, no, I didn't see it.
Looks good. I don't know, I might watch it.
It was good, and they're going to do a
like...
prequel called Gladys about the villain from that movie.
Okay.
It reminds me of the Pearl, you know, how they did the movie X, and then they did the movie Pearl, and then they did the movie Maxine afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Because Pearl, seeing how she developed as a villain for the movie X was kind of cool, and now doing it with this character who's obviously a parasitic individual, leeching off other people, stealing their life force to maintain their youth.
Mm.
Yes. Not to mention who the hero ends up being. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but
Go ahead. It's a horror genre. It's not my genre. I don't care about horror.
okay.
I don't care about horror spoilers.
If you guys don't care about the spoilers,
I don't care about horror spoilers. That's it. Horror movies, you can spoil all you want.
The little boy ends up being the hero, and I loved it because he literally uses her own little magic powers against her. And the whole point, the reason the thing is called Weapons is she has the ability to magically turn people into weapons.
Okay. I think she turns the kids into weapons, right? That's some of the premise of it.
The kids do end up becoming weapons, but not in the way you think.
Okay.
But like when she orders one of these people that she turns everybody into like a zombie-ish slave. And when she tells someone to kill somebody, they just run head first into whatever situation, regardless. No safety features, no self-preservation. They will do anything they can to try to kill that person, and they will travel in the shortest path possible, like a fucking bullet. You know, and that's why they're called weapons.
Ah, gotcha.
And the other aspect is, you know, she's leeching off their life force in order to stay young and healthy, even though she's an old lady. That's the other aspect of it. So she's a witch, essentially.
Ah.
And then the Rashomon style, you realize how stupid everyone's acting. Like all the adults are kind of incompetent in this movie. And they're all heavily flawed.
Well, speaking of horror movies, I got some update on the new scary movie Popcorn Bucket.
Okay.
Have you heard the news? Have you heard the news?
No, but hold on.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm going to look it up so I can bring up a photo.
They have promoting it. Bong-shaped popcorn bucket. They're promoting it everywhere as a bong-shaped popcorn bucket. And Paramount came out today, released a statement, says These buckets are not not for sales. They were used for promotional only for the movie. So unfortunately, they are not. The theaters are not going to sell popcorn buckets, popcorn buckets in the shape of a bong for Scary Movie. It was just a promotional stunt, and people are really pissed. And I am one of them because I would spend $30 on one of those bongs and just give the popcorn to anybody else. I'm like, hey, okay, got a cool bong now. Yeah, no, it's not that one. Here, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna put this. Sorry, I'm gonna give you the link right here with the video on. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the CNA chat for you, dude. This is what they're promoting. Hang on, not that fake image. CNA politics. I'll put it in CNA politics. There you go. You can click on the video.
Let me see if I can bring it up.
But you can share your screen and click on the video, man. Not the second. Click on the second video, not the first one with the guy or that woman with the guitar. Click on the second video where you see popcorn on the hand.
Oh, never mind. Hold on. I got to do it again because I hit the wrong one.
No, horror genre is not my thing. I would actually go to the movies, go see a entirely different movie, and get that bong. But damn, it's fake.
Okay, we'll do this.
Okay.
Sorry, USA Today is being a dick. It's like, sign up before we'll show anything. Oh, come on. Just let me check this out. Stupid Instagram. No, apparently it won't let me do just the fucking image. No.
Click on the link. Play the video. Share the screen. Play the video.
No, it's Instagram wants me to sign in, and I'm like, I'm not going to sign in right now.
Oh.
So I got to show the whole post.
That's what I'm saying. Oh.
That's the image that came up on that link.
USA Today? I give you USA Today link.
That was on the USA Today link that you gave me.
Oh, that's an image. You couldn't play the video? Oh, Instagram
I'm not
video.
Play the video because USA Today had an ad pop up saying sign in and buy a subscription. I'm not going to buy a fucking subscription right now.
Oh, I got ad blocker, but I didn't get that. Sorry. Pop-up blocker. Sorry, I didn't get that.
And to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to be that interested in the Scary Movie. I realize the original, or a lot of the original crew is coming back, but I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to go watch it.
I know you would.
I'm a fan of the Scream series. I don't hate all the Scream sequels like some people do. But if you want to talk popcorn buckets real quick, I'll show you the one I want.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Hold on. I got to find a picture of it. All right. These are the ones I want. Share screen.
Oh, the sword. Yeah, I've seen the sword.
The sword, and I want the Castle Grayskull.
I've seen the sword one. I haven't seen the Grayskull one yet.
Yeah, one is Regal, one is Cinemark. I want both.
At the premiere, Dolph Lundgren officially handed over the sword to the new guy.
I didn't see that, but that's awesome to me.
Yeah. He officially handed over the sword. I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's cool, Dr. Ludrum.
Why is there a line going down the sword?
That's where
I know why.
that's where you split it with
the middle of the sword?
That's where you split it open up to get the popcorn out, dude.
Oh. Well, that's popcorn?
That's a popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
How much popcorn could it possibly hold?
Who cares? It's a fucking sword.
Oh my god.
All right, hold on. I'll be right back because I gotta
Maybe some liquid
I gotta
popcorn.
explain something to LDG in a sec. So I'll be right back.
Hey, LBD, have you seen the new UFO videos?
I mean, one second. If they were going to make that into something for food, I wouldn't make it popcorn. You could put that could be like very long Slim Jims in there or some shit, or a Pez dispenser, for God's sakes. I don't know, something.
The rage is the popcorn bucket. Ever since the Dune one came out, people realized they can fuck it.
Make it a drink.
God damn it. Now I get my alerts. Shit. Sorry. Time for temp agency. Ghirardelli, food concession. I can work at Ghirardelli at Oracle Park at the food concession stand today. Ghirardelli, the chocolate stand. Damn it. Now I get my alerts. If they really
wanted to make money, I would have made the castle the popcorn bucket and the sword the freaking drink. And you'd have people freaking, raising their sword up to drink during the movie. You'd got people getting both.
You're fuzzy, Mike.
Hold on. How's that?
You're fuzzy. Your shirt is crystal clear, but your face is fuzzy.
Yeah, my face is fuzzy. I haven't shaved.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
That's why I said you're fuzzy, man.
I need you to understand. Sometimes we just want a sword.
Is that the sword of power? Is that the sword of power?
No. It's the Master Sword.
Okay.
And yes, this is officially licensed by Nintendo Master Sword. I saw this and I'm like, I'm buying this. Because we like swords. I don't care if it's plastic. It's the Master Sword. That's the sword of power. Sometimes we just want a sword.
At conventions, they stop checking people carrying plastic swords. So otherwise, you got to check them in, make sure they're fake. It's like, sword, go ahead. I've seen people with real swords inside Comic-Con conventions before.
Oh, yeah, same here.
They don't care about swords anymore.
You know what? You want to know something that's funny? This is now my Master Sword. I'm thinking about making some changes to it, like fixing some of the damage. There's paint losing on all the edges. The Triforce isn't painted yellow or gold like it should be. So I'm gonna modify this and make it look more realistic. Now, Katty also has a Master Sword, and I hate to say this, Katty's Master Sword is bigger than mine. So now there it is. Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot I'm like, where's my lighter? I put it in my pocket.
You better reach for your lighter. Your hand went down.
So that's why, LDG, sometimes we just want a sword. Okay? I don't care how much popcorn it actually holds. I just want the sword.
Okay. Have you got a chance to see The Mandalorian and Grogu yet, Mike?
I haven't seen it, but I'll probably try to watch it this week.
Do you want me to send it to you?
The other. Go ahead, but I might just watch it on one of the other completely legal non-site. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I do think some of the hate that I've been seeing on it already, like people were saying how bad it was, and I'm like, okay, can you give me a specific example from the movie of something that was bad? And all of them were like, oh, just the whole thing. And I'm like, that's not a specific example. I'm just tired of this hate.
Well, I was watching the Giants game last night, right? Well, yesterday, of course, Giants kicked ass. Coop and Kipe, legendary broadcasters for the Giants, they started talking about the today is Star Wars Day at the ballpark, which I'm upset because I could have worked there. I didn't know about that. I got my fucking alert late. They're having a Grogu bobblehead giveaway, and they started talking about the new movie. And Dwayne Kuiper is like, yeah, I never heard of this before. My wife went, we saw the movie. We both thought Grogu was adorable and cute. All the funny antics and stuff. It was a great action. And Kuiper's like, yeah, just like the show. He's like, there was a show? He didn't know there was a TV show based on this. He just thought there was a great movie. And he's a Star Wars fan, but he did not know there was a TV show. And Dre's like, you gotta watch this. Your wife will love this. And there's like, your wife loves it. Yeah, I'll get it out right here. And they continue going on the movie. They're like, okay, you got a strike right here. And they continue talking about the movie. I'm like, you're supposed to come right in on the game, not the movie. It was kind of funny. I thought it was good. Some people thought it was a long episode like Star Trek Insurrection. Some people thought it was a really good movie. But I liked it. I think we lost Mike because he muted himself.
Fuck, I forgot I was still muted. Thank you. I was checking up on Nerdrotic only because, I don't follow him on YouTube anymore. I don't watch his stuff. But these are the main complaints he had for the movie. He said the story had no stakes, scale, or ambition. And I'm like, of course, it's a side movie. Why does it have to have stakes? Why does it have to have scale?
It's called Mandalorian and Grogu. They're not going to. Yeah. They're going to have some stakes, but not death-defying stakes. Come on, they're the stars of the movie.
Yeah, it's not a Skywalker film. It's not life and death for the entirety of the galaxy, resting on a small group of insurgents this time. It's just one guy and his kid, essentially.
Yeah, is it a guy's movie? Well, let's see. You have Din Djarin's son, Yoda's son, trying to jump in a hot sun. Yeah, it's a guy's movie.
All right. He said that Din Djarin was an emotionless plank of wood and suggested Pedro Pascal phoned it in. Has he not watched any episode of Star Wars that has featured the Mandalorians? Because stoic is their primary trait.
I think he was upset because when he was sitting up Grogu, he just did all fact, and Grogu's like, like nodding, like, wait, you mean there should be empathy there? No, that is the way they do things. He was telling them they should arms tight, not loose, making things comfortable. Grogu's like, okay. He's like, hey, yes, Daddy, no. He was being directly, as a Mandalorian should be. It's direct and precise. And Grogu knows that because he chose to roll the Mandalorian over a Jedi. He knows the rules of the Mandalorian. He knows what to do. That's why it was all stoic. This is the character. This is their tradition. This is how they live. And no, Grogu does not have a helmet yet. So I'm still wondering why they had not put him in the helmet yet. Because popcorn buckets going to be more expensive than usual. Yeah, they are. $30 to $60. That's the average price for the popcorn buckets. You're roboting.
Internet, so hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you just started roboting. Yeah, I cannot stand Nerdrotic because he's a flip-flopper. I mean, take Star Trek Discovery. Talk shit about it. Gets into the Kurtzman. Talks positive about it. Like, what the fuck, dude? Ugh. And personal shit, anti-trans motherfucker, homophobic asshole. Yes, I am talking about Gary. I can't stand that motherfucker. You guys might, but I cannot. That's me personally. Gap said, you know how I usually get all the popcorn buckets I like is you find out when they're going to be released at the movie theater, and the theater opens 30 minutes before the first show, and you just walk in and buy the popcorn bucket. You don't have to buy a ticket. That's what the man just told me. Oh, awesome, dude. But the theaters here, you have to check your ticket in with the person before you get to see the concession stands. That's the theaters here. You can't get to the concession stand without a ticket. But some places, I guess you can. That's nice, dude. Yeah, the AMC Metreon. You gotta get your ticket for your concession stand. Kabuki, take it before concession stand. I got enough for a gift card for a movie theater. Yeah, it does. To get it to see a movie in the theater, I'm waiting for Supergirl to do that. Yeah, movies. How much movies where you live? Because the average movie would cost me about $15 to $18 for the cheapest show here. How much do you pay, dude? I'm curious. And that's for the small screen with closed caption, by the way. Not the IMAX Big 4 high def. That's regular. Dude, I wasted a gift card on Superman and I loved it, okay? I've seen every single Superman in the theaters, even the Quest for Peace, okay? I'm a Superman fan. I saw Superman in theaters. I saw the Brown and Roots in theaters. I'm going to see Supergirl in theaters. Huh.
All right.
Well, that's pretty good. $9? Shit.
Elihu, what do you think of this popcorn bucket for Mandalorian and Grogu? This is only available in Mexico.
Oh, I want the helmet. I want that helmet. Oh, Grogu's cute, but I want that helmet. Get it and I'll buy it. I'll save money, man.
I guarantee you, this popcorn bucket is going to cost more than the tickets.
Dude, can't you drive it across the border and use it the USPS and mail it?
We'll see.
You don't have to ship it from Mexico, man. I'll save up some money. I want that bucket. That is a cool fucking helmet. I love that one. Yeah, let me know how much it is.
If Chris isn't doing his stream, maybe I'll try to cross later tonight. That way I can try to do a little bit of work, but maybe before then we'll go see Mandalorian Grogu if I can convince her.
Yeah, it's good for the special effects and the visuals. but
I can already guarantee if Nerdrotic is complaining about this, kind of like LDG, I know I'm going to enjoy this movie.
You will enjoy it in the theater with the special effects and visuals, yes.
Remember, I'm the type of person who I think the worst Star Wars film was Solo.
Okay.
And it's because my complaints were it was completely unnecessary.
They half-assed his character development.
Yeah, they basically didn't. The Han we saw at the end of that movie is not the Han we saw at the beginning of A New Hope.
No.
It was the Han we saw at the beginning of Return of the Jedi. Han should not have been a good guy in that film.
No, he was a bad guy. Come on.
But no, he was still the, scoundrel with the heart of gold, essentially. Mm-hmm. All right. On that note, anything you guys want to end with before I end the stream? Because I'm going to end it in about 5 minutes at the most.
Yeah, save your money. Do not go see Mortal Kombat 2.
No, I'm going to go see Mortal Kombat 2. I like Mortal Kombat too much. I have to go see it.
Save your money. Save your money. Wait till it comes on streaming, dude. I saw it. Johnny Cage is basically a background actor who's useless in the movie. I only think they got recognition because of Carl Urban. I didn't like it. There was some cool fight scenes, but I really didn't like him. Like, you're now speaking English? You'll see what I mean.
Well, is it as bad as Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Because
No, Annihilation was worse. Annihilation was so bad.
Okay, because yeah, Annihilation it had its bad moments, but there are some parts of that movie that are just like, wow, that was actually really good. And
Exactly,
it's
yeah.
The difference in dialogue at times, because some of it's like, how do I put it? Shao Kahn will say something incredibly stupid in one scene, and then the very next scene, he says something that could apply to so many villains in so many arcs that actually works. Like the whole, a struggling worm on the hook attracts more, is better bait than a dead one. That is an awesome fucking line. And it explains why so many villains would keep someone alive and not kill them.
You know, Gap, that is exactly what I meant. It's getting name recognition because of Carl Urban's name. Just like Superman got name recognition because of Marlon Brando's name. It's name recognition. Marlon Brando had a very small part, not really integral, just a very, very small part, and that was it. Just like Carl Urban has in his movie. I'm like, not even needed.
MK2 went too far close to looking like Power Rangers.
No, the first one did.
Yeah, the first MK2.
Well, the fact they also replaced every single, or nearly every single major character with a new actor except for Liu Kang and Kitana.
No.
I don't technically mind that.
10 actors on the first one are there.
I mean, heck, they even replaced Brian, what's his name? I can't remember his full name. The actor who played Shao Kahn in Brian Thompson, the actor that played Shao Kahn, he didn't do a horrible job, but I will forever be disappointed with the fact that Frank Welker did not return to play Shao Kahn, considering he voiced Shao Kahn at the end of Mortal Kombat 1 for the 90s version.
I love the guy who played Kano.
Oh, Kano did such a fantastic job in that first film. They literally changed his the video game portrayal to match him because it was just so awesome.
Where do you see him in part 2? I love this character in part 2. He was like one of the best things about the movie. Was Kano. So I'm like, holy shit, I like Kano.
But of course, you know me, I have to rewatch like every Mortal Kombat thing before.
No, all you have to do is watch the first one from 2025 of 24. No. Then watch this one. Then you'll actually understand. The other ones don't make canon.
No. If I'm going to rewatch it, I'm doing a proper rewatch. I'm going to do Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Mortal Kombat Conquest, and even the pilot episode that got canceled of the live action show that had Tricia Helfer in it as Sonya.
You're gonna sit through Christopher Lambert's bad acting.
Excuse me, Christopher Lambert was awesome in the first movie, and it wouldn't.
No.
So fuck you. No.
What about the animated? You're not gonna watch the animated series?
No, I'm not gonna watch the animated stuff. That was not Mortal Kombat because there's no blood, there's no gore, there's no killing, there's no nothing. It's just lame.
Flawless victory.
So yeah. All right. I'm gonna go and end the stream.
I think Chris is doing the weekly wrap up tomorrow night. Not tonight. There's no final decision yet. So
all right. Well, I will yap at you later. So I'll see you either tomorrow on Chris's stream or depending on my work schedule, I might do a stream on Wednesday. So, okay. All right, later.
Later, weirdos.
Take it easy, folks. Laters.